Hello everyone. I just want to give a few reminders here for the assignment that you're working on this week. So it's going to be really brief. There's not going to be a whole lot here. If in week 6 part 1 slides and video, that has quite a bit more detail, so I'm just doing this to stress a few points. So this week we're working on is social media truth or not. And in order to do this, we're going to have to write a paper that addresses the following question. Can what is posted on social media be considered to be true? And you can phrase it, what conditions would need to be met to claim that social media is true. And just like the last paper, this is going to have 4 parts. So the first part, you're going to explain the problem of truth. Why is it that there's different views out there? What is the problem about trying to deal with this question? You have to explain that. Everybody should be doing that the same. And then you're going to explain one theory of truth. Either explain the coherence theory or the correspondence theory. And what you want to do is explain what are the conditions that would make a statement true according to that theory. How would we know and be able to make a claim that statement X is true? What does that theory say we should be looking at and considering? So, and one really helpful thing to do here is give an example or two when you present and explain the theory. Then you're going to present one argument that's offered to support the theory. And I've gone over a couple of different arguments for each of the theories. You just need to do one. You're recounting the theories. You're not going to come up with your own theory. So just use from the class material. And then you'll take this theory, correspondence or coherence theory, whichever one you've been explaining, and then say, given social media's statements and the things we can find on social media, would this theory consider them to be true? Or if it makes more sense, phrase it in terms of what would have to be known or what would have to be the case for these statements to be considered to be true. I'm asking you to apply what those conditions are according to the theory that define what true is, and then say whether social media lives up to those standards or not. Okay, so that's the overview. Those are the main parts. The other thing I want to do is go over some do's and don'ts, and I'm going to start with the don'ts. First, don't forget to explain the problem. A couple people did this and didn't explain the problem, so make sure you explain what the problem of truth is. And do not explain your original idea of what is truth. Okay, I got mine here. I'll fix that later in the slide, but it's what is truth. Okay, do not develop your own argument. You're going to summarize the argument that someone else has presented. Comes from the material. Okay, and do not just focus on social media as the main topic. There's some videos in there from week 7 where they talk about a group that's trying to prove a certain claim and using social media to do this, using pictures and stuff. Don't focus on what they're doing, but use that as a way to address the question, would what they say be considered true according to correspondence theory, or would it be true according to coherence theory? That's what you want to focus on, not on the question of social media in general. The things you do want to do, and there's 2 I want to stress. Use the material from the class, and it's week 5 material. So use those materials and the videos from there. So you want to use that material, use the class material. And second, if you have any questions, just ask me. Don't hesitate to ask. I'll answer your emails as soon as I can get to them. I try to do them the same day. If it's late, I'll send it to response to you first thing in the morning. But do ask me any questions you have. And good luck this week on the paper.